Greetings again from Shelf Life Online. We're happy and proud to present two more great nonfiction titles for your book buying considerations. If you like comic books, you will enjoy these two brand new releases, both by DK Books, who have a way of bringing out the best in books, and they certainly showcase the greatest in comics and other areas of life. But I like to present here DC Comics cover art. This is 300 of the greatest comic covers from the DC universe of all time. Now, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but when it comes to comics, if you have an explosive cover, you're certainly going to want to buy the book. And 350 covers are showcased here. This book, incidentally, is written by Nick Jones, and it sells for $45, a true bargain. And I'll just show you some of them here because this book is packed. There's not a lot of actual writing, but as they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And when you see these covers, the classic covers of all time, some of the greatest DC comics, you'll understand why a picture is worth 1,000 words. And you can judge a book by its cover because these are amazing covers, covers that have defined all these characters, all these stories. Sea Devils, which was a favorite of mine. Mystery in Space, which was a unique science fiction title that DC put out. Green Lantern, like you can't go wrong with this book. You know, no matter what you liked from DC Comics, you're bound to see the cover here because there are just so many characters. Plastic Man, there was Green Lantern, Justice League of America. Oh, I could go on forever. Catwoman. There are just so many covers, like I noted, and DC had a lot of great artists, and they knew how to really sell a comic by its cover. Even from its earliest days, covers always had great appeal. Back in the 30s and 40s, when young children laid down their 10 cents and saw, Mom, Dad, can you buy me that comic because of the cover? I like the cover. It's so neat. So, anyways, this is really a book for nostalgia fans. You cannot go wrong with DC Comics cover art. You will be opening the book over and over and over again thinking, I remember that cover. That's why I wanted the comic. So don't hesitate. Run to your store and look for DC Comics cover art. And also pertaining to the world of comics is Marvel's greatest comics. 100 comics that built a universe. And this is written by Melanie Scott and Stephen Wyacek, like I noted, also by DK Books, and it also retails for $45, another bargain. If you grew up with Marvel, it was always DC versus Marvel, and a lot of kids that I knew chose Marvel first. I liked Marvel. I'm biased, but anyways, this is 100 comics that built the Marvel universe, and as we all know, Marvel created some of the most iconic characters. Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, the Avengers, X-Men, Daredevil, Iron Man, Ghost Rider. You could go on and on forever. And because of that, there were certain comics that really defined the Marvel universe, like the first issues of the Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man, and the Avengers. And they're all here. They're all explained why they are classic. There's the Amazing Spider-Man, the very first annual, was a spectacular 80-page, I think it was 80 pages there in the annual, 72, sorry. And people liked the annuals because you got over double the pages for barely 13 cents or 15 cents more. No, 12 cents more because comics sold for 12 cents. And the annuals were 25 cents, and you couldn't go wrong with a 25-cent annual. You'd get new stories and reprints of older stories that you might have missed the first time around. But this book has definitely got all the main comics that built the Marvel universe, the introduction of the Silver Surfer, the Black Panther, Galactus, the Inhumans. Um, oh, there are just so many things here. And when the Avengers changed their lineup in issue number 16, people had to see who the new lineup was. And that changed the Avengers universe as well, too. So from the old days, from the early 60s to more current times, this book has all the great comics that really changed, people's perception of Marvel and brought it to a higher standard, a higher level in the comics world. And so, once again, I'll hold it up one more time. Marvel's Greatest Comics. This is a book that you need as well, too. So, anyways, these are the two books this week that I'd like to draw your attention to. Run to your store, fly to your store, but get to your store and pick these books up because you cannot lose with them. So again, as always, I hope you've seen my other Shelf Life online reviews. You passed some along to your friends. Please share with your friends. I like to get the views up and bring to your attention some really great books that are out there during this pandemic when sometimes you're at home self-isolating. Well, what else is there to do? Pick up a book. So anyways, thanks again. I will see you real soon. Stay safe, and bye for now.